Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our Observability webinar. I'm Shivani Shekhawat, your host for today's session. Thank you for joining us. Before we get started, let me briefly introduce our company and platform. Initialize was founded in 2021 and is headquartered in Atlanta, with offices in Delhi, Gurgaon, and Kanpur. Our platform Initialize.ai is designed to securely build and run monitor cloud native and AI driven applications, streamlining DevSecOps workflows for web apps, APIs, and AI services. Now it's my pleasure to introduce our main presenter, Jakpreet Bhatia, our SDE. He will walk us through a demo of our latest app's observability features. Following the demo, Abid Aziz, our backend SD, will facilitate the Q&A session alongside Lalit Rawat, our backend SD, who will be addressing our questions and sharing key insights. And feel free to submit your questions at any time via the chat feature. We will be responding both during and after the demo. And now, dive into the demo. Japreet, over to you.
Thank you, Shivani. Hi everyone. So today we are going through our initialized platform in which we have observability feature for now. Going through our observability feature in the initialized platform. So I will show you why observability matters, what is observability, how we can use our observability in our initialized platform, and what are the main pillars of our observability. So, what is observability? Observability is about understanding what's happening inside our software system by looking at the data they produce. It helps us quickly identify and fix issues to keep things running smoothly. So, why observability matters? It enhances our system performance. It improves reliability. It facilitates root cause analysis. It supports proactive monitoring, and also it promotes a culture of continuous improvement. Now I will show you what are the three pillars of our observability. Like we have metrics here, traces here, and logs. So what is metrics? Matrices. So metrics are the number that track how our application is performing over time. Metrics are the quantitative data point that reflect the state and performance of a system over time. It helps us to see the trends and spot the early issues also. Going through the traces, traces represent the end-to-end journey of a request through a system, providing a detailed map of how a request flow through various services, databases, and other components. Like traces shows the path of our request uh, that takes to uh, that takes us through our application, how different parts interact, especially in the complex microservices. Next is our logs screen. So, what are the logs? Logs are the records of discrete events that occurred within a system. They provide detailed contextual information about system activities, error transactions, and other notable events. Unlike metrics, logs are qualitative and can contain text, making them invaluable for troubleshooting and post-mortem analysis. Like logs capture details event in our application like error and activities uh, and are essential for troubleshooting and analyzing the issue. Going through the matrices screen in our observability, we have three screens: matrix, logs, and logs forwarding. First, I can give the description about the matrix screen. So we have some common type of matrix here: system matrix, application matrix, and window. In system matrix, it can calculate the CPU usage, their memory usage, network traffic, their number of app instances. In application metrics, like we have our response time, request rate, and error rate, and latency. In application metrics, we can say that we can give the we can represent it in our by plotting our graphs. So I will show you. For window, in window we have to view various metrics across different time frames. We have window drop down there, so for which we can user wants to select for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hour, 2 days. so he can select the window according to their need. So, what are the characteristics of the metrics? There are granularity, aggregation, and real-time monitoring. Going through the logs screen, we have common type of logs there. Application logs. In application logs, we can give the error messages, details, and API calls there. In the lock screen also we have window, so user wants to select the time they want to see the logs. For in this also we have windows drop down for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 13 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hour, 12 hours, 24 hours. So it will also be in the logs screen also. So there are some key characteristics of the logs also: searchability, environment, and retention and analysis. We In the logs screen we have the functionality to search our logs for that time period which we have selected. So we can search the logs also. In environment we have like three environments like prod, stage, and test. So a user can able to see the logs for their respective environment also. And retention and analysis: logs are often retained for compliance, forensic analysis, and trends identification. Going to the log forwarding screen, there are some methods of log forwarding. Network protocols. In network protocols, we are using protocols like HTTP for now, and for platform we are using Splunk. The benefits of log forwarding to Splunk is it is faster problem solving. It can manage the big data also. Going through, I will give you the demo of this whole platform for the observability feature. So going through a demo, I will show you the demo. So this is our initialized platform workspace screen. We can go through our observability screen by clicking in this in the sidebar. So by clicking this, you can see this observability here. When we click here, you can see the three screens here: metrics, logs, and forwarding. First, I will go through you to the metrics screen. When we go to the metrics screen, we have like this dashboard, observability dashboard, in which we have workspace drop down, toggle buttons, then date picker drop down, that is for window drop down. This is cached icon, and this is our refresh timer. So going through this workspace drop down, when you select this workspace, all workspace in this workspace drop down, the all the aggregated data of this application will be reflected here. And if you want to see the respective workspace, for example, you can see the workspace for Aditya. So only the data for Aditya will be reflecting in this screen. So I will show you for the all workspace here, because we have only one workspace here for now. Also, you have this toggle buttons is test, stage, and prod. You can switch the toggle buttons from test, stage, and prod. For example, if I want to see the data in the uh, prod environment, so just click on the prod. You will see the data for that prod environment. For this date picker drop down, this is for you. The user want to see for last 5 minutes or last 30 minutes. We have last 1 hour, last 6 hour, last 12 hours, last 24 hours, last 2 days. So user want to see the data according to their need. So he can select the time from here. So for last 30 minutes, if I select, I have this data. This is the our cached icon. Like this is our manual refresh, you can say. If I can click this icon, it will be the data will be refreshing for one time for this whole screen, for this whole workspace, all workspace data. We have this refresh timer here, in which we have 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour, 2 hour. So in this, if I select this 20 second, so in every 20 second data will be reflecting, and it will be changed in every 20 second. So this is for the refresh time. In the matrix screen, we have this three graph: request rate, error rate, and duration. So I will show you the first. I will show you the error rate, where error comes from. So error comes from this status code from 400 to 500. This error codes we are using for error rates. and accept this 404. We are not considering this for now because this is for not found. So from there, we are getting this error rate. We are getting the request rate. This is the count for which we are getting the request. If and we also can do like, if I want to see only this data, we can zoom in also. So you can see the data for this. Uh, you can, when you click on the reset zoom, it will give you the overall data you will get. So like this also we are having duration graph also in the matrix screen. And if this is overall application data, if you want to see the specific application data, we have this application status table here in which we have all our applications here. If you want to see the data for test Golang MTL, so just click on this app name. You will redirect to our second screen in which we have data, specific data for only this app name. And I will show you one thing. When we go back, uh, there it is giving the workspace is Aditya. When I go to this app name, so it will give me the workspace name as Aditya. Also, you are getting data for test, stage, and prod. I will show you one thing. Uh, if I select here for, I want to see the data for prod. So and go in the this when I redirect to this application, this prod data will be reflected. It is pre-selected, which we have selected in our first screen. And if I want to see the data for test environment, I can just click in the test and I will see the data for test environment. So here also we have request rate, error rate, error count, and latency. For this request rate, we have top request. For this error count, we have top error request, and for this latency, we have top slowest request here. We are giving the three requests in this top request, in every top request. And also if we are selecting here, like this is also refresh, but a refresh timer button, timer drop down. If we select any time from here, so in every, like I have selected 20 seconds, so in every 20 seconds this data will be reflected. If the data will be changed, you will able to see the data. And for last 30 minutes, if I see the data, so it will be available there. This is our matrix second screen. Going back to the first screen, this is all about our matrix screen. Going through our observability second screen, we have logs screen. So this is our main logs screen in which we have search bar, uh, date picker drop down here also, like window drop down, and one search icon here. We have search history also in which we have last 10 recent searches. So if we select something from here, like if I select 200, so it will redirect into this as an input in the search bar. And if I want to search for this 200 request, so you will just search, give the drop down for this, and you can click on the search icon. You will get the, if the data logs will be there, so logs will be displayed in this form. So here 200 will be highlighted because I have selected for 200. For example, I want to see the logs for ENV. So if I want to see the logs for this ENV, I have a suggestion for ENV. I have to click here, and in which ENV I will be able to display data for ENV equal to test. If we want to see the logs for this test environment, so just give the environment equal to test, and click on the search icon. You will get the logs for this environment equal to test, like this. And one more thing is, in this, if I want to search for this workspace name, I will show you. For example, one second. I want to just give this here, and I want to give equal to Aditya, for workspace equal to Aditya, and I want to see data for ENV equal to test. for last 6 hours. So I will click on the search icon. It will give me the logs for this log space name equal to Adit and env equal to test. We can search. We can give here inputs as a resource attributes also, and also we can give the inputs as a text. If you want to search for something 400, and if there is a data for 400 for last 6 hours, so we will get the logs for 400. If not, we will get no data available here in the table. And if you want to search for this for coming to the our main screen of logs, you will just able to click on the refresh button. You will get the recent searches which we have done right now. So it will become in the last recent searches, last 10 searches here. And if you want to see the data for this, and so just click on logs for this. So you can just click here. It will go to our this search bar, and you can search for this also. For last 6 hours, I think I have some logs. So you can click on this search icon. So these logs are generating here for app name equal to test rolling MTL. So this is how our logs screen works. Going to our forwarding screen, we have this is our main forwarding screen. We have a create log sync button here. When you click on this create log sync button, one pop-up will be open in which you will have to give the data about to create that log sync. For creating that log sync in the log forwarding, uh, we have to generate the data from Splunk because we are using Splunk for that. So we will generate the data first. So for generating the data, we just want to go to settings, data inputs, and for that we are using HTTP event collector for now. So just click on the add new. Here we can give demo name as demo, source name override is our portal, and then we want to if, click on the next button. Here I want to select main in the index, so I will select the main, then review. Then after this, click on the submit button. So here the our token will be generated here like this. And for from here, I will give the URL so that the log will be forwarded. So here, if I give the name as demo, our sync type will be Splunk because we are forwarding the logs to Splunk. In URL, we will give this service collector. Token is generated here, so I have select copy it from here and just paste it here. In index, we have selected main. So here we have the option for prod and non-prod. In which mode you want to uh, give your logs. So in the prod, I have environment of this. If you select the non-prod, then you will select the non-prod. So when I click on the create button, it will be creating and the data will be created. So after some time, this status will converting to the active status. So when I refresh this, it will be active. So for testing that the logs will be forwarded there or not, I will just forward some logs there from this live app URL. What environment I have selected there, I want to check. We have non-broad. Okay. So for non-broad, I just want to give. the environment as stage or test. So I will give the test. I will hit the logs for unauthorized. I will hit the logs for file. So I have hit it for unauthorized and file. Let's see the logs will be forwarded to the Splunk or not. For seeing that, just go to search and reporting, search history, uh, copy this and paste it here. For last 15 minutes we want to search because I hit it early on. Yeah, so I have hit it for file as well as unauthorized, so that that logs will be forwarded to this Splunk. So this is how our forwarding screen works. And in our forwarding screen, we have functionality of edit and delete also. If you want to edit this sync, you can also edit this. If you want to delete that is sync, just click on the delete. Are you sure you want to delete the log sync demo because we have the name demo? So just click on the button yes. So this log sync will be deleted from it. So this is all about our metrics observability in the initialized platform. Thank you.
Thank you, Jakpreet. Abid, you can ask your questions. Uh, Lalit will answer them. And if anyone wants to ask, they can write in the chat. We'll answer.
Okay, so we have a couple of questions to ask Lalit. So first question which I want to ask with Lalit is, can you please elaborate on the significance of red matrices like rate, period, and duration, and what is the significance of it?
Okay, so as we saw in the dashboard or the dashboard, there were three graphs, right? The red metric, that is request count, error rate, and duration. So this gives you insight of your application, like how many endpoints are being hit, how many endpoints are being hit in last 1 hour, last 15 minutes, last 6 hours. You have the overview of your application. So you have the count of, like, for request count, how many requests are being hit, and there's an error rate, so that you can know how many requests are failing out of total count. Am I audible? I'm sorry.
Yes, yes,
Okay. So next is duration, in which you can see the number of requests which you have hit, which ones are the slowest. So which are all the slowest requests. So as you saw in the dashboard, we are showing top three slowest requests. So this gives you insight of your application, over your application. So maybe you can know the performance of your application, how your application is performing on high loads when there are more request counts, how much is your error rate, how much is the longest your request is taking. So this is the significance, you can say, of rate metrics.
Okay, thank you. So next question which I want to ask is, what are the granularities on which metrics will be displayed?
Yeah, so as I said earlier, so granularities are time windows which you can set. So if you want to see the data for last 1 hour, so in last 1 hour you'll see the graph will plot at some windows, like say 10 seconds or 20 seconds. Every 20 seconds you will see the data. So those are granularities. So it will change with the window which you are giving. Like for 1 hour, you can say it will be 5 minutes. For 6 hours, you can say it will be 15 minutes. So granularity basically changes with your time window, and it will give you aggregated data during that aggregated time. You can say that granularity period.
Okay, thank you so much. Next question which I want to ask is, for now, which language or frameworks are currently supported for obtaining matrices?
Right now, we are supporting Golang, Java, and Node.js, Python, and Ruby on Rails, and we'll be supporting more in future.
Okay. So in the log search screen, what are the search criteria we can apply for searching in the logs?
Yeah, so as Jagpreet showed you in demo that there are multiple attributes with which you can search. Like there can be environment. So for which environment do you want to search? There can be application name, for which application do you want to search, and there can be workspace name. And you can combine all of these as well. You can give application name and its environment, and it would show you logs for that specific environment and for that specific application in that specific environment which you have given. So this forms sort of a query which is there in Splunk also. So if you are familiar with Splunk, you will have no issues navigating through our log dashboard, and you can even pass the normal text which is there in the logs which you are generating. So that would work as well. So the combination. So if you want to pinpoint your logs in a particular application in a particular environment, you just have to write the query, correct query for that. That is straightforward. Just pass the application name, pass the environment, pass the text, and it will pinpoint you to that log which you're looking for.
Okay, so the next question is how is your observability secured?
Okay, so basically it is a closed system. We are not exposing it anywhere. So rest assured, it is pretty secure that it is not exposed anywhere. It is like a closed system. So we are pretty secure with that.
So currently we are only having forward our logs to Splunk, right?
Yeah, right now we're just forwarding to Splunk. We'll support more platforms in future.
Okay, so that's all from my side.
Okay, thank you. And if you guys have any other questions, you can post it in the chat. I'll be happy to answer those.
Yeah. Thank you, Jakpreet, Lalit, and Abid, for your valuable insights. And thanks to everyone for participating. If you have any further questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Stay connected for updates on future events. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.